Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am recording from this beach that I've been going to a lot lately since I've been back in the city. It's like my little escape from the city. It's not too far. I've been resting a lot, or feeling the need to rest a lot. There's a lot moving through. There's a lot happening in the collective. Yeah, there's a lot happening in the collective. I know there's many countries going through war right now, and yeah, it was kind of in my field this morning. My brother kind of mentioned it to me, and we just had a conversation about it as it's happening in one of our friends' countries, and she's currently back home there right now, and yeah. And we were just talking about the feeling of feeling hopeless, or like, not hopeless, but that feeling of like feeling like, yeah, helpless, that you can't do anything, that you want to do something to help, but you feel like there's nothing you can do, and you can't do anything, and then you feel almost, sometimes we may experience that discomfort of feeling like there's nothing we can do to help, and then we want to turn a blind eye to it because it makes us uncomfortable. The feelings that it brings up within us makes us uncomfortable, so we turn a blind eye to it. And we do that with a lot of things. That we do that with, with child trafficking. We do that with, like, all of the horrible things that are happening. We know that they're happening, but we tend to pretend they don't exist, because it makes us uncomfortable to acknowledge. And we were just talking about this and what the best way is, like how we're navigating through these things within ourselves, and how we used to navigate through them, and how it's changing, and just like, yeah. So it's been something I've been pondering today. And on my way here, and just lying here, I'm just like, the message that's coming through, or the knowing that I have within me, is the only thing I can do for the world, for others that are going through this, to help with the war and the pain and the greed and the suffering and all of the things that are happening in the world that can be perceived as wrong, is hold it within my body and hold it in love, and to come back to love within myself. Because the war externally, the war outside of ourselves, the greed outside of ourselves, the pain outside of ourselves, everything that we see outside of ourselves is a reflection of what's inside of us. And the only thing that I can do for you is work on myself, because when I love myself and I meet the darkest aspects of myself, and I dissolve hatred within myself and suffering within myself, and hold space, and when I do that within myself, I am doing it for you, because we are one soul. You share a soul with every single being on this planet. Every single being is you. The animals, every person, every living being is you. You share a soul with them. You are not your own being. You are an aspect of everything and everyone. And until we all remember this and start to embody this and live it, which is the embodiment of it, there will be no end to suffering. There will be no end to war, because the only way to end that is to end it within ourselves. And when we realize that we are one soul, and the pain we inflict on others, we are inflicting on ourselves. The pain that we inflict on the earth, we are inflicting on ourselves. The pain we inflict on animals, we inflict on ourselves, until we actually remember that. And when we remember that, we feel it. And we are feeling it. We are just, some of us, because we are an us, there is no you, there is no I, it's an us. Some of us have not remembered yet the truth of who we are. And some of us are in a very numbed state that we've been programmed into. Because as long as if everyone in a blink of an eye right now remembered and felt the pain that they're inflicting every time that they have a hateful thought towards someone, and they feel that hateful thought within themselves as if it just bounced off a mirror, and the same, and every single way, if everyone right now, if all of us right now in an instant, the blink of an eye, fully remembered the truth of who we are, and started to feel the pain that we're inflicting on others, the pain that we're inflicting on the earth, on the animals, all pain in the world would cease to exist. All war in the world would cease to exist. We would still go through hard things, and yeah, we would still experience hardship and suffering, but it would lessen immensely to almost being gone, because if someone in front of you is in pain, you would see that they are you and you are them, and you would relieve the suffering in the person in front of you. You would do what you can to relieve the suffering in the person in front of you, because you would feel it within yourself as if it was you, and you would see that the person in front of you is you. You would literally see them as yourself, because you would feel everything that they are feeling. That is what Jesus came to teach us. This is what Jesus has showed me, has taught me. He came in and showed me that what he came here to teach us was Christ consciousness, and Christ consciousness is what he embodied. When someone was in pain, he felt their pain in his own body as if it were his own, because it was his own. Everything he did was to try to get it through to us. Can't you see? I am you and you are me. I am everything. I carry the sins that he was carrying was all of our burdens that we were carrying, and he was showing us that he carries them, because if someone is carrying something, we are carrying it too. If you are in pain, you are an aspect of me, you are me, then I am in pain too. There is no separation, there is no other, there is no me, there is no you. What is being purged and what we are moving towards is we are dropping the identities to whatever we call ourselves, whatever the story of our lives is we are dropping that identity. I am not Alyssa. Alyssa is not even a name that I really resonate with. It's the name I've been given and I've had my whole life, but Alyssa is a character that is attached to that is a story. She's played a character in this being's life, but it is not the truth of who I am. It's not who I am, it's a story. And as we release the story of who we think we are, Ram Dass talks a lot about this. If you haven't listened to any of Ram Dass, I really highly recommend listening to Ram Dass, because he knew this, he embodied it, he walked this path. But yeah, we are letting go of the stories, our identities, because when we let go of our stories and our identities and who we think we are, then we can clearly see. And what we clearly see is when we look at every other person, we see ourselves. And we see that there is no separation. So what you can do in these times where you are seeing war in other countries, in your own country, in your friend's country, in your family's country, whatever it is, whatever you are seeing outside of yourself and you feel helpless and you don't know what to do about it, how can you relieve that suffering within yourself? Because it is you. How can you bring more peace within yourself? If there's nothing, the most powerful thing we can do for the other that is not experiencing peace is to experience peace within our own bodies. If someone is experiencing whatever you need to relieve it within yourself. Become it within yourself. I know the most powerful thing I can do right now is to rest. because I'm feeling everything within my own body. And I know that when I am resting for the whole, for all of the aspects of myself that are exhausted, that are tired, that are working through so much and don't have the privilege to rest right now. And this is I know this is my service, and it may not look like much to others, but I'm not here to try to explain to others what I know I am doing. I'm not here to try to justify or make others understand what I know my being is doing right now. I just do it, and I don't try to explain myself, and I don't try to get other people to understand the power of what I'm doing. I know right now with what is happening in the world, that is a reflection of happening within inside me, that the louder the chaos gets, the quieter I get. The louder the chaos gets, the louder the fear gets, the more in love I get. And this is how I anchor in that frequency into us, because you are me. Everyone is me. So this aspect of myself is aware enough to know my place, and to know that how I show up for you is doing this, is resting, is loving my body, is bringing peace to my body, is dissolving the separation within myself. In every single moment that I look at another and I feel judgment, I dissolve it, I look at it, I work through it. When I see someone, when I feel racism within myself, if that still comes up, but I've mostly dissolved that, whatever it is that is in the world is in you. And the only thing that you can do for the other aspects of you, is to dissolve that within you, because it's only reflected in our external reality, because it still lives within us. The only way to end it is end it within us, and the outer will reflect this. So if you feel helpless when others are in pain, see them as you, and what would be the most loving thing that you can do for them, for you. It is you. If someone is standing in front of you and they are suffering, relieve the suffering. How can you relieve it? Sometimes the only thing that we can do to relieve it is to love ourselves. There's some times in my life where I see people that I love in suffering and in pain, but their walls around their hearts are so big, so strong, they're not even open to receive what I feel I can give them. They're not open to receive the love. And in those cases, what I've been guided to do is turn that love around, because through loving myself, I am loving them. So if they cannot receive my love directly, then I turn that love around and I love myself even more, because I know that when I fill my cup, I know when I am loving me, I am loving them. I know when I am loving me, I am loving you. When I am growing, you are growing. When I am through everything that I do, I am doing for you. So I know that it's not outward. My focus needs to go. It's inward. I see what I need to see on the external to show me what I need to do with inside of myself. And that is the key. That's what we're here to do. That's the only way we can change anything, is from the inside out. And that is our service to one another, to the whole. That is my service to the other aspects of me, to you, to us. Because I see and I realize that it's all of me. The animals are me. Every person is me. So what is the most loving thing I can do for me? Is to rest, bring peace, express myself, express my heart, sing, dance, transmute the stories that are moving through me, allow them, hold space for them to move through me, because I understand that whatever is moving through me, the collective stuff that is moving through me, is mine. There is no separation. It's not yours and mine, it's ours. So as I'm holding space lovingly for it to move through me, And I'm relieving that. I'm relieving the suffering for all beings everywhere. And also in the way that I talk to people, in the way that I think about people, I realize that when I think judgmental thoughts towards others, I am thinking those thoughts about myself, because there is no other. So when you are having hatred or anger towards someone, you are literally, that is how you are speaking, treating, and thinking about yourself. It is just a reflection. They are just reflections in the mirror of aspects of yourself. They all live within you. They all live inside of you. So how are you treating yourself? How are you treating us? How are you speaking to us? Ram Dass says this all the time. This is something he's just like always repeating in all of his lectures. Is the only thing that I can do for anyone else is to work on ourselves. The only thing we can do for anyone is to work on ourselves. It's the only work there is to do, is on ourselves. It's not on the other. It's not the pointing of the finger, because you can't change anything outside of yourself. You have to change it on the inside. It's just you can try to change it on the outside, but it's just gonna keep coming back in different forms and different faces with the same lesson over and over and over again, until you freaking get it. Until you look inside of yourself and take ownership for your own shit. Till you look at yourself. When you see other people, look at yourself in them. See yourself. What are they showing you about yourself? What are you showing you? And how can you grow? How can you expand? How can you set yourself free? Because all of the answers are always right in front of you, literally right in front of you. And every person that walks by you, every person that you surround yourself with, they're all pointing you to the truth of who you are and what's inside of you and what needs to move, what needs to be transmuted. Notice, what about the people around you do you not enjoy? What aspects of you that you want to transmute, that you want to let die, that you see around you? Are the people in your life judgmental? Are they... What aspects of them are you not like resonating with anymore? We sometimes, we have friend groups, and then we expand beyond them, we expand beyond them. But it's when we start to notice, oh, I don't really like that. Oh, there's like something there that is like, what is that reflecting about me? Oh, this person's judgmental. They're showing me an aspect of myself because it is me. And then, yeah, when you transmute that and transcend that, you no longer choose that in your life. And sometimes this means stepping away from people and choosing your circle more wisely, but also like not rejecting it as like, ooh, you're this and I'm this, and this feeling of you're better than them or anything like that, because then you go right back into separation. Sometimes we need to walk away from people and, have strong boundaries, but boundaries are different than separation. Boundaries are, this is the line, these are my values, and you hold your values and you hold your center strong, because that is the way that you are choosing to operate in the world and the reality that you are choosing to operate in, because we have the ability to tap into any reality, but our reality that we're tapping into and that we're experiencing around us, because the person sitting right next to you, the person that you're living with, could be experiencing a totally different reality than you are. And our external reality is a reflection of what's inside. So if you don't want to experience judgment in your external reality anymore, dissolve it within yourself. If you don't want to experience hate in your external reality anymore, dissolve it within yourself. Set the bar higher, but you can only do that inside yourself. Anyways, I think that is all I have to say about this. So yeah, just a reminder that whatever we are moving through and the crazy times that we are moving through as a collective, as one, whatever you're seeing in the external world, just know that the most powerful thing you can do for anyone is to hold love and anchor love and peace in your hearts. and just ask yourself, what is the most loving thing I can do? What does this person need? Even if there's someone across the world and you don't even know them, if it's a whole country in a different country that is moving through something, that is experiencing war, whatever it is, what is the most loving thing that I can do right now? Anchor in love and peace. Anchor in love and peace in your own being, in your own heart. Because that is the offset. That is what tips the scales. When enough people are existing in the frequency of love and peace, it will tip the scales. This work of embodying that is way more powerful than we can even comprehend. And you don't need to explain to others what you feel you are doing. So most of the time we don't even know we are doing what we are doing. We're just trusting. There's some days I've gotten really good at trusting, but for the most part, most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm called to certain places, to meet certain people that I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever meet them again. But I trust because I know that just my presence in someone else's field can create a shift for them, and the same for me, because it's the soul recognizing the soul. And everywhere I go, when I'm looking in someone's eyes and I see myself in them, and with that remembrance and knowing that they are me, I'm activating them and helping them remember that other aspect of myself, remember and wake up to the truth of who they are, which is me. And the more aspects of ourselves that wake up to the truth, the faster we shift the world. But it's not about trying to change from a place of seeing imperfections in the world. It's about holding that loving awareness and not identifying with what is happening, but holding just loving awareness and peace within ourselves. Feeling it all, letting it move through us, and holding just loving awareness as it moves through us like waves. This is the most loving thing that we can do for anyone. Remember that I am you and you are me. Much love. I hope this message brings peace and clarity and guidance to whoever's watching it. Much love.